So, hello guys, we are going to start the new unit today for certificate for accounting and certificate for bookkeeping. So, this unit is BSBITU 306 Design and Produce Business Documents. So, we're going to maybe do one little, not that big instruction, just going to follow up with some of the students' inquiry about how to do the assessments. So, it's not would be that difficult. So let's start from assessment one. So like as you know by now that we have in assessment one we always have question 1 to 9, or maybe 10, 12. Just a question answer. And some students send me some mail regarding how to answer this. So this is nothing. This is just some online research. We need to do some online research. Let's say if we find something from anything from anything from Google, we just need to get the idea and then write it in, let's say, in one paragraph, or if it's necessary 2 3 paragraphs. But short answer, don't give me any long answers, it's very short. So okay, let's discuss the first one. Provide a brief explanation of at least 3 software applications that can be used to develop business documents. So what is a business document first? The business documents means, since I'm hoping everyone is working here in any administrative job or any accounting job, we need to prepare a lot of business documents. So in this question, they're just asking which software we should use to do these business documents. In our everyday life, day-to-day life, we are using like MS Word, MS PowerPoint, then Excel, anything, any documents. So MS Office documents, all these documents you can name here. Just give me the 3 of the software's name and the uses. That's it. Easy. Outline 3 function of word processing software. So word processing software is like Word, MS Word, right? And the 3 functions of MS Word. So it's very easy. You can say copy pasting and then typing, save the file. That's it. Just the main outline functions. Describe the 2 ways that Word documents can be formatted. So these are very, big general questions. These are all about the MS documents. How to save this file, how to document this. Not a big problem, I think. Discuss 3 ways that formatting can be used to improve the appearance and readability of the document. So they're just asking how to do the formatting so that it's very easier to read and understand. So from my point of view, the font size should be, a decent one, not too big, not too small, proper line spacing. And if for readability easier, you can use bullet points. Number 5. Okay, I'm just checking this. Yes. Number 5. Outline 3 main features of PowerPoint. Again, in PowerPoint, we can do the slides, we can add musics, we can even link videos, everything. So these are the functions, features. Explain the purpose of a style guide. So why we are using a style guide? So style guide means in that style guide, we are going to give some rules and regulations how to write the documents. So purpose of the style guide is just to be everyone's document is clear, we can understand by reading this. Number 7 is similar to 6. List 3 examples of information that could be used, including a style guide. So this is like exactly same for style guide. Examples can be in style guide. We can put font size, font color, which font size to use, because which font, because we are expecting the file should be same. Like look at my presentation, this one, this slide, all the fonts are in same size. I have like proper, this is the heading, so I bold that heading, underline. So this is the formatting should be. So style guide, if you read the style guide, some ideas will give you that it needs to be the same one. Give 3 style choices that will enhance the document and make it easier to write it. This is pretty much same. List at least 2 barriers to successfully implementing an organization policies and procedure. Suggest a strategy that could be address each of these. So we need to suggest a strategy and 2 barriers successfully implementing an organization policy and process. So for this one, we have to understand what is the policy and procedure of any company. So policy and procedure means, so all the companies, they have some rules and regulation for internal use. Let's say we maintain the government law, we maintain maybe the industry law, but also we have some policy and procedure. Okay, assessment tool. So this one, maybe I'm going to show you the real process how to do this. It will be more easier for you because this is a practical based assessment. By reading the topic, we can see that we have to prepare a staff newsletter. So what is a newsletter first? Tell me. So newsletter means, day-to-day life, maybe if you check your emails, in junk mails, a lot of companies are, sending emails. Even if you're currently working in one place, they will also send you like, newsletter about the news and stuff about the company's, idea. So this is basically this, just by looking at the topic, we can see that this is a letter that includes news. So you're the administrative officer for Equinet. So this is the case. We have to understand the case properly. So let's start reading from the beginning. You are the administrative officer for Boiling Accountants. So this is the company's name. Your main duties as the administrative officer include administrating the day-to-day activities of the office. So daily job, nothing like it's not they're not giving you any specific task. Just saying that you are doing the day-to-day activities of the office, including organizing meetings and travel. So that includes for admin people. That includes meeting. You have to arrange meeting, travel. You need to prepare a lot of business document, providing SMS support to all senior managers. So you need to always provide assistant and support to senior manager and answering a range of client inquiries. So as an admin officer, you'll get a lot of client inquiries. So this is normal stuff for admin people, right? Okay. So as the administrative officer, it is your responsibility to design and produce the monthly staff newsletter based on information provided to you, office manager. So rather than this task, you also need to prepare one newsletter. The newsletter has only recently been implemented as the initiative designed to keep employees up to date, improve employees' morale. So the main reason for this newsletter is so that the employees be up to date with the company's rules, policy, any news, and employees. This will help the employees improve his morale. There's a standard template for use. So we need to use a standard template. Each month, the newsletter includes a number of labor items, including industry spotlight, health and work, employee spotlight, new clients, news, and upcoming events. So in your newsletter, I'm expecting that you have to put this headings in the newsletter. So industry spotlight, definitely need to discuss about the industry spotlight. Health at work, so this is relating to work health and safety. Employee spotlight, so this should be also an employees topic. New clients, who are new clients, and news and upcoming event. Even let's say if you're planning to do any webinar, anything, any training in upcoming events, you can have a look. So this is very easy, and I think this assessment is very challenging because this will actually help you to even build some newsletter. Even as an accountant or a bookkeeper, sometimes your manager might ask you to do this newsletter. It's very good. It will be a good practice for you guys. So as advised by the office manager, the next month's copy of staff newsletter is to include the following information. These are some, headings, and under this heading, you have to maintain this stuff. So let's not talk about the main headings, these topics, because I think you can do it. It's not that hard. This is an employee spotlight. What is your role? So you need to mention your role. What do you think you live without? What is your hidden talent? You need to discuss about this one. New client information, news and upcoming events. Even in these links, if we are going to these links, you can see that we have some examples there. So I'm recommending you to copy these links and check this on Google. Okay, so let's start from the question number 1. Okay, produce a draft of the newsletter. This part of the assessment task requires you to develop first draft of your newsletter. Use the newsletter template, the newsletter example, and to style guide you to guide formatting choices. When you have completed the first draft of your newsletter, save the draft, add it into naming convention. So you need to just make one newsletter. This is not a difficult task, right? So I think we have one newsletter also in our template, and I can recommend you to maybe you can also make your own newsletter from here. So Word 2016, if you go to Word 2016, if you search for newsletter, see there's a lot of newsletter here. You can select any of the newsletter you want. Let's say you want to choose this one. See, this is the newsletter. This is not about the accounting or your companies. You need to change this picture because this is not related to your company. And story head, the headline, story subline, you can add new stories here. You can add your content here. So this is not a difficult task. Very easy to make a newsletter. And when you have completed the first draft of your newsletter, so when you're going to add this stuff, right? Save the draft according to name, convention, document in style guide in the record folder. So you need to save this file also in the style guide in the record folder. How to save this? I think you all know how to save this and change the name. Easy. The files should show all versions of newsletter from first draft to final. This is going to be a process. You're going to make one newsletter. You have to send it to me. This will be your first newsletter. Then I'll recommend you to change some of the parts. And then you're going to do the second draft and final like this. So let's go to second one. Print out a copy of document checklist and fill out the right hand column in pen or pencil. So what they're asking, we also have, in our student resource, we also have the document checklist. So please print it out. Then from pencil, you can, give some ticks that this one is done. If this one is not done, you need to then check your newsletter with the checklist that all have met all the style guide requirements. We also, in the resource, we have style guide. Check with the style guide that does it match with this or not. Then produce a second draft of the newsletter. So what I just said before, go to the first draft and change your first newsletter by looking at if something is missing from the checklist. Add this, save. That's it. Send an email to your office managers. So that means you need to think that I'm your office manager, or if your trainer is a different trainer, he or she would be your office manager. You need to send them your assessment, first draft and second draft. Then participate in a meeting with the office manager. So then I'm going to give you some solutions, like how to maybe fix this part or that part. So this meeting, we can do it even in Skype, or if you want to talk, you can even call me. I can help you in the meeting. I will ask you to change in this file. But before that, you need to send me the email first. When your meeting has been concluded, develop a third draft of your newsletter. So after the meeting, if I'm suggesting you or your trainer is suggesting you something, you need to update. You update that one and save this with name third draft. Print a copy of your third draft. So you need to print that, right? Easy task, just need to print that. Using your marked up third draft, produce a final draft. So when you're going to print the third draft, you need to send me through, you need to scan that and you can send me that. I can help you, to fix maybe some little things, very few stuff. And then you again need to fix this. You need to save that file name with final draft. And then this is very important. Take a screenshot of the final folder and files. So after that, you need to you'll have 4 files, right? So I'll show you here what we need to do. So let's say in a folder, this is your drafts. Right, this is your draft. So let's say we have first draft, then maybe second, third, and let's say we have a final one. This is the final draft. So they're asking you need to do a screenshot. So from your keyboard, you can check print screen on the top of the keyboard. It's just beside 512, and then you can paint here, in Pest, or you can use this software also, snipping tool. I'm just showing you the normal procedures. So save as desktop, name your file, screenshot, save. So that's done. This is your file, screenshot is here, file screenshot is here, and then attach the screenshot with your assessment. That's it. It's done. And then so this is the final part. That's done. So the instructions are finished. I hope everyone understands this. If you're still confused, you can send me email, or maybe if you want to call me in my office number, that's fine. So that's it. That's it for today. We're going to continue in any other topic later. Thank you.